Hello, my name is Enrique Piceno Jr., and I am a seminarian for the Archdiocese of Los Angeles. I am currently on my pastoral internship year, which means that, God willing, in the year 2023, I will be ordained a priest. I am currently at St. Dorothy for the next couple of months, learning to be what it is to be a priest and learning from the priest here at St. Dorothy as I continue my discernment to the priesthood. I come today to give a reflection on the 33rd Sunday in Ordinary Time. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus told his disciples this parable. A man going on a journey called in his servants and entrusted his possessions to them. The one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to a third 1, to each according to his ability. Then he went away. Immediately the one who received 5 talents went and traded with them and made another 5. Likewise, the one who received 2 made another 2. But the man who received 1 went off and dug a hole in the ground and buried his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants came back and settled accounts with them. The one who had received 5 talents came forward, bringing the additional 5. He said, "Master, you gave me 5 talents. See, I have made 5 more." His master said to him, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Since you were faithful in small matters, I will give you great responsibilities. Come share your master's joy." Then the one who had received 2 talents also came forward and said, "Master, you gave me 2 talents. See, I have made 2 more." His master said to him, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Since you were faithful in small matters, I will give you great responsibilities. Come, share your master's joy." Then the one who had received the 1 talent came forward and said, "Master, I knew you were a demanding person, harvesting where you did not plant and gathering where you did not scatter. So out of fear I went off and buried your talent in the ground. Here it is back." His master said to him in reply, "You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I did not plant and gather where I did not scatter? Should you not have then put my money in the bank so that I could have got it back with interest on my return? Now then, take the talent from him and give it to the one with 10. For to everyone who has more will be given, and he will grow rich. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. And throw this useless servant into the darkness outside, where there will be wailing and grinding of teeth." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Our Gospel today is about using God's gifts wisely. Every one of us has received special gifts to help us foster in our relationship with one another, but also in our relationship with God. We could divide these talents into 3 different ways: our time, our talents, and our treasures. Our time. How do we use our time on this earth effectively for others and for God? Many times we say to ourselves that we don't have time to do many things, but in reality, it's not so much that we don't have time, but we don't prioritize how we use our time effectively. Many times we say that we don't have time to come to church to pray, but then we might spend a little extra time watching too much TV. So as we reflect today, maybe look at how we use our time and how we could use our time better. Our talents. How do we use the gifts that God has given us that are far greater than other people? Many of us are good at public speaking, are good at singing, are good at using technology. How have we used those to help facilitate our love for God? And how can we bring others closer to God? Our treasures. Some have been given the gift of having a good financial background. How have you used your treasures to help build up the church? How have you built up the church, or how have you built up God through others? You know, here at St. Dorothy in this coming week, we actually have a food drive. Maybe spend some of that extra treasures you have to bring in food for those most in need. Maybe not necessarily here at St. Dorothy's, but maybe at your local food shelter or food bank to help those most in need. So as we continue on our journey, let us look at how God has given us our talents, that we can grow in love for our neighbor and also use our talents and gifts for God. May God bless you, and may you have a blessed day. Thank you.